candidates for Commissioner District 3. To my immediate left is Mark Gerbrandt, and next to him, to his left, Bill Smythe. We'll start tonight's intro with Mr. Smythe, and you'll both have a minute and a half to give your intro.
Good evening. My name is Bill Smythe. This is on.
Let's try that. Hi. My name is Bill Smythe. Thank you for attending this evening, Alan. Thanks for moderating, and all of you that are here. Hopefully we can inform you a bit. I'm trying to get this right, and you can make a decision on your new commissioners. My name is Bill. I'm from Fishers, Indiana. I've been resident over there for 23 years, and I own a small business along Highway 37. I'm also a lobbyist in the state of Indiana. I've been married for 35 years to my lovely wife, Brenda. I always say lovely because that way when I go home, at least she says I said one thing right. I have 3 sons. I've coached baseball in Fishers, travel teams, and throughout the county. I run fundraisers, golf outings to raise funds for St. Jude's. I hosted the Fishers GOP Club for 6 years, and most of the county candidates that were elected to office came through at some time. Thereafter, I hosted the candidate forum in my establishment for the new city of Fishers. So I've been pretty active in politics, both locally and at the state level. I've defended your rights against Mayor Peterson, a video ban, Mayor Ballard, a smoking ban, and of course the city of Fishers on food and beverage tax increase twice. So I've been pretty active for a guy that doesn't get paid by the government.
My question here is the danger of crossing either on bike or via vehicle, which I do half the time either way.
Okay.
It's getting very dangerous on the Monon Trail. The county runs part of the Monon Trail. I've actually been in front of the commission before to
I don't know that, to answer your question.
I'm sure you have by now know the question.
I know the question. I'm not sure if there's an answer. I will tell you that as a general rule, I'm not a big advocate of additional laws and rules and regulations. However, this appears to be a municipal level, but if it is a county function, I clearly think it's something we can look at and get a sense of where the problem is. I don't think the county can supersede or overturn the state law.
So they can by actually making an intersection control. So.
Okay, well, in that regard, then we should give consideration to that. I will only say this, since I'm not familiar with that particular law, and as I know, not a big fan of additional regulations. I plan, should I be elected, to meet the commissioner meetings quarterly throughout the county. Those would be the type of things that you could bring to us directly, and then we could review, like with the legal team and the rest of the county commissioners, or the council.
Okay. The second question, Mr. Smythe, we'll start with you. Are you in favor of State Road 37, yes or no, and why?
Well, odd that I didn't get that question. For those of you who aren't laughing, you know the truth that 15 years ago I built a business along Highway 37. There was nothing there. This was before crony capitalism, because I built it without any TIF or tax abatement or incentives that followed thereafter. However, the answer to the question is I'm in favor of improvements on 37, specifically as it addresses the east-west traffic. What appears to be attached to me is because I started the Business Alliance group that I'm in opposition, and that's not true. The problem was we were not brought in the loop. There was no communication to reach out to the business community, and we likely are going to suffer devastating results during this construction period. So I just wanted to make sure that there was a voice for the business community, and that's why I started the Business Alliance.
You know the Supreme Court has approved businesses contributing to campaigns, but do you think it's ethical to accept donations from businesses who do business with your office or office you're running for?
As I noted earlier, I'm a lobbyist for the state of Indiana. We have pretty rigorous reporting at the state level. There's almost none at the county level. So the short answer is I really don't have a problem with contributions. I do have a problem with when they impact outcomes that are in front of a board or a commission that decide on bids and contracts. There was a state bill 369 that was put in by Senator Liz Brown last session in order to address some of this. That did not make it out of the House. I blame Jerry for that, even though I'm sure he had nothing to do with it. But bottom line is that there is a problem. That probably is why my campaign slogan is voters over vendors, because there's a lot of people in this county that profit from the relationship with the government, not specifically the county, but the municipal governments as well.
Final question, we'll start with Mr. Smythe. What is your position on mass transportation?
Well, I believe that if there is a proven need and a business community that seems to want it, is willing to support it and underwrite it, then by all means we should have mass transit. If it's something that the taxpayer is going to be asked to burden, I'm not such a fan of it, because there has yet to be any sustainable mass transit anywhere in the country, and the ridership is just not there in terms of Hamilton County. So as a general rule, if business wants something, and I am all for letting business pay for it, but I'm not so big on the taxpayers paying for it.
Mr. Harebrant, what is your position on mass transportation?
I wholeheartedly agree with my opponent. I know that sounds...
First of all, I do want to thank you all for attending tonight. I don't know, clearly as an outsider and what some call an insurgent candidate, I'm running with some disadvantages here, some of which is financing, and I can accept that. Some's name recognition, I think we're probably equal. But there's no one that has more passion for his community and has done more for the community than I have, especially in the Fishers area. I will say that I'm the only one in this room that put forth a sustainable road funding bill in the last session. I know you're going to say what, but I did. It just got tabled. But I'm working on trying to get us some kind of consistent revenue stream for roads and infrastructure statewide. I have a platform that is primarily focused on voters over vendors and on rehab over incarceration. And functionally what that is I want to take some energies and resources at the county level to work on this opiate and heroin addiction and see if we can't save some of our citizens and perhaps move them back into productivity and keep them out of jail. There aren't much resources for that, and we should probably spend some energy. I'll close with this. I have a webpage, Bill Smythe for Commissioner, and you can go look that up, or Facebook, Bill Smythe for County Commissioner. I appreciate your time today, and I hope I can hear you vote on May 3rd. Thank you.
Gentlemen, thank you, and ladies and gentlemen, these are your candidates.